Hello everybody, welcome back. Today it is time for another deck tech. This time it is Ramunap Red, the deck that won the Pro Tour Hour of Devastation. Today we have a deck, and the deck list is going to be posted on our website in the standard decks page. And our website will also be linked below. Now let's take a look at the deck, and first, the lands in the deck. We start off with 4 Sunscorched Desert, 2 Scavenger Grounds, and 14 Mountains. You might ask, why all these deserts? Well, the deck is named after a card called Ramunap Ruins. The bottom ability, or the last ability of this card, is pay 2 and 2 red mana. Tap it and sacrifice a desert. Ramunap Ruins deals 2 damage to each opponent. This can be sometimes a game ender, and after all, this deck is burn. Now let's take a look at the most important part of the deck, creatures. We start off with On-Crop Crasher. This card is really good, 3/2, and you can make a creature, other creatures can't block. It also has haste, like many other of the cards here, except Karizev Skyship Raider. This is a first strike menace creature, and it's also just to get creatures out and attacking. We also have Village Messenger, Falconlat Gorger, and of course we have Bomat Courier. This card is very useful because you can get, after you use your hand, you can get a new one, which is also really good, so you keep getting cards and you never stop, and that's how you burn people out. Another card is Earthshaker Kenra, which is really good, and it has haste to 2/1 for 2, and when Earthshaker Kenra enters the battlefield, target creature with power less than or equal to Earthshaker Kenra's power can't block this turn. It also has Eternalize, which is really good later in the game. One of the most important cards in this deck, and in the mirror match, is Hazoret the Fervent. It's a 4-drop legendary creature god, which has Indestructible and Haste. Hazoret the Fervent can attack or block unless you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, which is usually the case in these kinds of decks. It's a 5/4, and you can play 2 in a red, discard a card, and Hazoret deals 2 damage to each opponent. This is also very good. Now let's take a look at the instants in this deck. We start off with 4 Shock. This is really good just to get the other players' creatures out of the battlefield, or take down their life total. The next instant is called a Braid. It's the most expensive uncommon in our Devastation at this time, and it's really good. It can take down artifacts and deal 3 damage to creatures. Now let's take a look at the Planeswalkers in this deck. We have Chandra, Torch of Defiance. This card is really good, and it has 2/1s. The first one, you can either deal 2 damage to an opponent, or you can exile the top card of your library and cast it. The next ability is adding 2 red mana to your mana pool. This is also good in getting all your creatures out, and just great in general. The -3 deals with some of the big creatures, and the -7 is good. But that's probably not gonna be able to ultimate Chandra in most games. If you take a look at our website, you will see the Ramunap Red deck list. There's a full deck list located on our website, and there's also the sideboard that comes with it. In matches, sideboards are very important. Especially in this matchup, we have Chandra Torture Defiance, 2 copies of that. Sand Strangler, 2 copies of that. That's really important in some matchups. And you also have lots of deserts to be sure that it will work. You have PNLR, 2 copies of that. 2 copies of Salvage Alliance, 2 copies of Chandra's Defeat in the mirror match, or when your opponent is running red, or lots of creatures. Glorybringer, 2 copies of that. That's really good. Aethersphere Harvester, 2 copies of that. That's also really good. And Oath of Chandra, which is fine. The key cards here are Sand Strangler, Glorybringer, Aethersphere Harvester. Those cards are probably the key cards in the sideboard. We hope you liked this video, and if you want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.
Everything changes.